Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome on in. My name is Des. Happy Friday, happy Thursday, depending on where you are in the world, of course. I hope you guys are having a great one. I'm really excited for tonight. Hang on a second. I'm just seeing if I'm dropping any frames. Oh my god, this streamer is streaming. I know, right? But I'm worried because my computer is having some sort of weird thingamajiggies. Anyway, I'm going to keep on going. Hey, chickies, it's good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, tonight I'm really excited to dive in. Normally we would be doing a Starfield stream, but there is an event going on currently in ESO. We're going to dive into that a little bit more in detail very shortly. But yes, I'm just worried, guys, if you do notice any choppiness or any issues with the stream quality, let me know. I've adjusted some settings on my computer and I've brought things down because I noticed that last weekend my streams were a little bit choppy and I was dropping a couple of frames. So I want to make sure that everything is all good for tonight. So if you do notice anything, just let me know. So that way we can get down to the bottom of it. So guys, without further ado, let's dive over on into... I'm just going to turn my headphones down a little bit. Let's go here. This will do. Alright, now I'm going to bring this bad boy over here. I'm going to bring that. There is some choppiness going on right now, but it's also on my mobile, so my words are never gospel. I'm going to keep an eye on it, just in case. Because it's the first I noticed of it. I'm actually, you know what? I'll drop this down a little bit more. Let's just drop this down a little bit more. We don't need to necessarily have it on ultra. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I've immediately noticed the difference just from doing that. So maybe that's what the issue was. That would suck if it was. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Google Chrome. I want you to pick up. Which one do I want you to pick up? Is it that one? This is it. This is what we want. Okay, alright. Let me adjust this so we can see it a little bit better. Because it is a little bit dodgy. Okay. We're almost there. I should have prepared this sooner, but you know, it is what it is. It'll be fine. How you doing, Tendies? What's been going on, buddy? It's good to see you here. What's been going on in the world of Tendies? Are you excited for fall as much as I am? Because I'm pretty damn excited. Guys, okay, so here's the rundown. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to have you here, Tendies, any bloody time. So guys, for those of you that don't know, we've been focusing on a lot of ESO content over the weekends. And this weekend is no different. Although we are, instead of playing Starfield tonight, we are playing some ESO. Basically, the Secrets of the Telvanni event kicked off on ESO earlier today. And it runs until the 10th of October. During the Celebration event, you'll be able to earn rewards. You get collectibles from doing daily events. There's a couple of things going on. So I wanted to break it down. Always, my chubby ass loves the cold weather. I love the cold weather. So unfortunately for us, it's moving into spring and into summer. So it's going to start getting really hot for us here. Because obviously the seasons are reversed. But I'm not too mad about it. I think it's not going to be too severe of a summer this time around. I'm hoping it's not anyway. That would suck. So we're gearing up towards the end of the year. I've got PAX on next week. I'm going down to Melbourne for PAX Australia, which is going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to actually be chummy with some people in the ESO community, actually, on the Thursday night, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, and there's all sorts of stuff happening for the rest of the year that I'm really excited on. There's a few things stream-wise that I'm working on at the moment. I'm really looking forward to hopefully start bringing some of those things into effect when we get back from PAX. So there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. So I'm really keen. B Diddy, would you look at that? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. So, all right. So the Secrets of Telvanni event. It runs for 10 to 12 days or so. It's like a participation sort of event. The more people that... No fucking way. This is a name I haven't seen in a long time. I'm glad you're here, Diddy. It's good to see you. This is a crossover episode. Oh, man. It's good to see you guys, truly. Truly. It has been a hot minute. All right, so the more people that participate in this event, the more rewards that everyone will get. So if we can get to 33% of the target gold, we'll get a pet. If we get to 66, we get body and face mask markings. And then if we get to 100%, we get our own house, a new house, which is really awesome. So there is a quest to do to kick things off. And we'll run through that in a minute. So that way you guys know how to get started when doing this. Jester, it's good to see you, my friend. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, my friend. What's going on? In addition to turning in the event daily quest, you get to choose between one of two sisters. And basically, it's a vote in the community. Basically, what they're wanting to do is get people to vote on what sort of bonus reward they want at the end of the event. And there's a choice between a music box furnishing or a book furnishing. So you got to choose which sister you want for that specific reward, like which one you want to vote for. And then at the end of it, the one that got the most votes will be the bonus reward that everyone gets as well, which is really awesome. So basically, the event revolves around Necrom, the new DLC that has been released this year for ESO. You are recovering. I'm glad to hear it, Jester. I'm glad to hear it. I know you weren't doing too crash hot last week. I hope you are feeling a lot better and on the mend. Definitely not fun when you're not doing the best. That's for sure. So basically, you want to go into the new Telvanni Peninsula and Apocrypha to participate in this event. You get bonus coffers and bonus rewards if you defeat world bosses or delves. If you defeat a Bastion Mimic Herald or boss. If you defeat any monster, opening treasure chests, harvesting nodes, pickpocketing, all sorts of stuff, guys. All sorts of bloody stuff will get you participating in this event. So I definitely recommend doing so if you can. All right, where are we? Here we are. All right. So with these special bonus coffers that you get from... Okay, I'm dropping a lot of frames, I think. Are we dropping a lot of frames? We'll see. I'm sure I was poisoning myself by taking fish oil tablets that my doctors recommended. So were they the cause of you feeling like trash? Because that's very unusual. But I'm assuming you won't be taking them anymore. It could be that particular brand. Sometimes brands can be a bit funny. So there's in these coffers, there's a chance for crafting materials, valuables that you can sell, champion gear, which is always good. You can get furnishings, recipes, treasure maps, style pages, the whole works, which is really cool. In addition to all this stuff, you get to enjoy all daily quests and trial. Weekly quests have their usual non-event reward boxes doubled. Harvest nodes yield more in Necrom. The world delves, the world bosses, the delves, the trial bosses all have double loot, which is awesome. Then there's event-specific goods, which we'll talk about in another way at another time. So, yeah, that is the event. We're going to dive into that right now, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, so my computer is trying to do things. It's trying to do things. For some reasons, I think I might need to start ESO again. Let's just close that out and try it again. Let's give that a crack and see if it helps. Once it loads up and is working fine, of course. Maybe I pushed it too hard. You get to see Saw 10 later today. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds like a good time. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what your thoughts are, because on Thursday next week when I arrive in Melbourne, I'll have a few hours to kill before the Bethesda event that I'm going to. So I might have time to watch a movie, and I am not too sure what I want to see yet. And that might be one of the things that we see. We will see. We will see, we will see. Okay, my computer seems to have settled down a little bit, which is always good. So that's a win. You like Saw? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I thoroughly enjoyed majority of them. There was a couple there that I didn't like. But I think that this new one coming out goes a bit back to the core of it, which is really exciting. So I'll be keen to see that out, that's for sure. I think there's a few good movies out at the moment. Oh man. I'm excited to dive into this event, guys. I think it's going to be really cool. I already know which furnishing I want. I want to get the book furnishing, because the book furnishing looks awesome. The music box, well, the music box would be really cool. I mean, I'm not going to be mad with the way that it goes, but I think there's a lot more music boxes than there are books and literature in the game, and I would love to see more of those. And I think the book, especially a glowing Apocrypha book, I think will be really cool. Might see it with an IOL friend, but he's flaky, so... Oh, well, that's no good. Well, I hope it all works out. If not, you're seeing it either way, right? Which is always a win. It's what you want. Okay, here we go. We loaded in without too many issues, which is good. Hello, all! Pink, it's good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Apologies, my headphones have clogged out. I'm just gonna go fix them up. Sorry. There we go. I fixed it. Pink, it's good to see you, buddy. I hope you've been doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know why it's taking so long. Actually, there is something that I could probably do that will help pick up the pace on it a little bit. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. My overclocking software. Oh no, it doesn't work anymore. That's alright. Doesn't matter. Don't need it. I haven't had any issues so far. Like, I mean, I had a few drop frames before, but in the scheme of things, for how long we've been streaming for, it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. I'm not going to be here long. I'm just not into this game. Jester, no, that is all good. I completely understand. You know, MMOs, in particular ESO, is not for everyone. So I understand completely if you don't want to hang around. But I just wanted to check in on me. I appreciate you checking in on me. Thank you so much. We will be... so we're live again with some more ESO tomorrow night. But next week I will have a stream on Tuesday night, and we are jumping into some more of the Pokemon Violet DLC, which I'm really excited for. So if that is more your style, more than happy to have you. I am also, which you will be excited for, Jester, what you will be excited for is these beautiful lights that we've got here. I am working on a way for it to be controlled via stream, so you guys can take control of the lighting. So I'm working on a way to get that facilitated. So keep your eyes peeled for that, my friends. Lights, I know, right? Pink, I used to play this, but the pink killed PvP for me. Hell, I'm even responsible for a trick in the game. Not going to apologize for it. 100% fair, man. 100% fair. The ping can be really bad. Can be really, really bad. I don't do a lot of PvP myself. And one of the reasons I don't do PvP is for the reason you're just saying there. It's so terrible sometimes that we can't get, you know, we can't always perform to the best of our ability. But I'm quite fortunate with the internet connection that I do have. So it's not as bad as what it could be, but it is still pretty bad. That's a nifty candy jar. I know, right? My mushroom. My little up mushroom has all my candy in it. And then this little drawer here has dog treats. I made a vid on the Legend Man a long time ago, which made the specific run so popular and done by so many people. Dude, that is awesome, man. Wow, this is really sour. Thank you, Jester, for redeeming it. I appreciate you. Pink, if you ever want to get back into the game, let me know. We do have a guild that I used to run years and years and years ago that we are slowly rebuilding. So it's definitely, you know, if you ever want to get back into it and do PvE stuff, let me know. So I have a French Bulldog, Jester. A French Bulldog named Murphy. He is beautiful. He's having a snooze over there at the moment. I can't get him on the screen because he's built like a brick shithouse. And he's sleeping. Alright. Alright, so if you want to participate in this event, you don't have to necessarily do what I'm about to do, but it'll sort of get you started in what you want to do. But basically, doing any sort of activities within the Necrom chapter in the Telvanni Peninsula map or the Apocrypha map will get you rewards for doing so. Bonus XP, bonus crafting nodes, all that sort of stuff. But this event here will do, I'm pretty sure, the voting that's involved for the events. And you'll get event tickets from doing this. What packs a punch? What flavor? I got the watermelon one this time. Watermelon is doing a number on me. Absolutely brutal. So this is it here. So a Telvanni mage named Master Faris claims to have an ancient tome of secrets in his possession. He wants me to witness this moment of triumph. This is how we start the Secrets of Telvanni event. So let's do that. Where is he? So there it is. Let's see, where is he? He's just outside of Necrom. Okay. That's not a problem. Your favorite? I know, right? It's starting to settle down now, which is always nice. I'm going to turn the music off as well. Watermelon in anything sour does make a lot of streamers squirm. So weak. It's, yeah, the toxic waste candies that you can get from Kmart and stuff are pretty good quality for how cheap they are. And they are decently soured, so... Yeah, the watermelon one is quite strong. The lemon one is always a classic, you know. So, it's always good to get into them. Let's just turn my music up again. I'll turn it all the way up. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, so Master Faris is around here. Where is he? Oh, he's up here. Okay. I was going to say, that's odd. And look, there's so many people here to help you do these events. It's crazy. Master Faris!
Traveler, have you ever stood on the precipice of discovery, an arm's length away from changing Tamriel's history? I think not, but now is your chance. My daughters and I are on the cusp of glory, and we'll have you as our witness.
What's going on?
Master Faris, a supremely talented and severely undervalued mage of House Telvanni. My my daughters and I dedicated our lives to the pursuit of the unknown and have earned precious little recognition. But that ends today.
And why is that?
We escaped Apocrypha with a tome that belonged to a founding member of House Telvanni. It's rumored to contain dark, long-forbidden secrets. They are in need of a witness to verify our achievement. Care to fill this role for a small sum of gold?
I'll bear witness to this event.
Prepare yourself for the wonder of knowledge unknown. Now, let's see.
The book.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? The Magisters warned us. Knowledge taken from
Cherry's not too bad.
always has a cost. You help us break this.
It is
curse.
melted. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see if we can break this purse.
The tome without the right precautions, but Father and Yensa wouldn't hear of it. Fruit from the same zealous and overeager branch. Sorry, traveler. Your old coin. I haven't forgotten.
What will you do about your father?
I'm confident that my sister and I can nullify Hermaeus Mora's curse with time and the right ritual. Much preparation will be needed. Thank you for bearing witness, even if it wasn't the spectacular achievement my father promised. Sister, the
Okay.
pages. The curse scattered them to the winds. Father can wait. We have to collect the pages.
So Trailers has...
Sister, but she's wrong. Our focus should be on freeing our father from his curse.
I forgot how these candies are. Would you have more of them at a time, but they might do damage?
You may be our only hope. May I ask for your aid?
Yeah, that's very true. They can be very, very, very wild like that. That's for sure. Yeah, I think too many at once will do a number on your throat and your mouth. What's to be done?
Can siphon the energy of this curse and place it on similarly powerful Telvanni relics. It would wound my father's pride beyond repair if we asked the Magisters directly for aid.
Ads? Oh no.
Suppose we borrow them.
All good. Borrow, huh?
It wasn't long ago that these relics were in my power.
Never more than 3 at a time as it will burn the esophagus. Yeah, that's not fun. So did you even do the accent when no one else is around? She's it's good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well.
Here's a list.
I appreciate you. How are you doing?
You'll be compensated, of course.
Okay, let's get these relics.
And prepare the ritual to counteract the curse. While we won't be able to break it outright, hopefully we can lessen the pain. Speak with me again once you've gathered the relics.
Okay, I have a few questions.
Imagine being in your position so
I've heard that they can melt a hole in your tongue if you're not careful. Yeah, if you take too many at once, it can do a really severe damage to your throat. So be very careful, my friend. Be very careful. How did your father get this tome?
even begin to tally the amount of coin my father has.
She said, it kind of reminds me of that cartoon about the boy that turns into a heroine.
Of course, given time,
Oh, man.
we trudged through a mountain of ichor for that cursed tome.
Hole, autocorrect loves that I can barely see. Damn autocorrect. The bane of everyone's existence. What did he expect to get out of it?
Reverence. What else could a Telvanni master want? This tome was said to contain powerful secrets, forgotten to even the most venerated of magisters. So, in his eyes, it was a shock.
Seems you don't
I
agree.
must defend my father's cleaning. It's been years since my mother passed, and he is still struggling to climb out of her shadow. While I may not agree with his methods, I'd never leave him in this state.
Why can't you go to the Magisters for aid?
The Magisters treated us like urchins, who merely fed off their fame. Father did everything he could to keep the family afloat, while my sister and I finished our schooling. Since then,
Also, before the wisecracks come in, I'm gender fluid. All good, Pink. All good, my friend. How does this list of relics fit into that?
he did everything he could, including selling off some of Mother's prized relics. The list is a promise I've made to get them back. Properly, of course. Between
I miss the watermelon flavor, but I don't want to find and open up another thing when I have some here. Yeah. Best to finish off the pack you got. What was that your sister said about pages?
She's moaning about are the ones released during the curse's activation. While the information written on those pages is certainly valuable, our focus should remain on releasing my father. Pages can wait.
Okay. Alright, fair call. Makes sense.
Traveler, the young Yansa may be on to something. I am Gildas Vedri, mouth to Master Faris and his children. If you lend me a ear, I have...
German fluid. I be agenda. For sure. For sure. Man, those emotes are really cool. I'm not gonna lie. What would you ask of me?
was twofold. It bound Master Faris and scattered innumerable pages to the winds. We should do everything we can to keep these secrets out of the hands of the unwitting. It'd be best if you gathered them for us.
Okay, I just need to read a bit more about these choosing. When turning in the you can choose to fade either Trellis or Yensa, potentially unlocking one of the two additional rewards below. Make your selection wisely, as the sisters favored most by the event's end will have the unique item unlocked for all Necron chapter owners. So, cost of knowledge. Okay. I love using emotes that I have for the limited time. Yeah, for sure.
The young Yansa, the curse's fallout was twofold.
Wouldn't it be dangerous to bring them all back into one place?
Reckless, titleless mage casting ancient spells. Besides, if you can provide me with pages nicely bundled, I can magically bind them. Did I mention you'd be compensated?
I'll gather the pages. Okay, so we got 2 quests here. Where are these? Oh, wow. Okay, so there's 3 places for this. Okay, and what about the turn the page? Assemble a bundle of our stack. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so we'll go recover the relics, and that will get us what we need. Okay. Alright, cool. I know what I'm doing. It is almost Halloween. I know, right? It's not far away. I'm actually really excited for it. It's probably my favorite time of year. I love Halloween. Although it's not overly celebrated here in Australia as it is in other countries. But you know, I like it. It's slowly catching on. You got big plans? What are your plans, Jester? I just realized I'm not in the main one, so bear with me while I get that fixed up. Here we are. There's a dude down here. I didn't notice this guy here before, but we'll have to do this quest.
Can you help me?
Oh, we'll help you later. We'll do that after we do this daily. Man, there's going to be so many more resource nodes around. Going for a hike and going to the mall. That sounds amazing. It sounds like a great time. Oh. That's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. There we go. That sounds like a great time, honestly. I am very slack. Work has been absolutely kicking my butt lately, so I haven't been doing much else. But my holiday is next week. I'm going down to PAX for it. So it's going to be 5 or 6 days by myself down in Melbourne. Enjoying catching up with all the other streamers I know in Australia. And all that sort of fun stuff that contains within it. I'm excited to be going to the Bethesda ESO community event on the Thursday night, which is going to be great. But then when I get back, it's just going to be work until Christmas, really. You go in with a friend and we dress up. Ooh, do you know what you're dressing up as? Alright. There's a relic here. Work, I know, right? Ew. I know, honestly. It's, Yeah, it's full on at the moment, considering I'm the only graphic designer and there used to be 3. There's 1 quit, the other one is away on for 3 weeks. They're getting married, so they're on holiday and they're traveling Europe and the UK. So I just realized I don't have any food on.
Find myself in a better mood after a meal.
On top of that, I don't have an XP boost. So let's get an XP boost, because that'll do bonus XP. I wonder, I might even be able to do the actual the world event in here, actually, now that I'm beefed up. Yeah, it's a character from the YouTube series made by Sir Pello called Spooky Month. I worked on the cape myself. Oh, that sounds exciting. That sounds like a great time. I need to be a bit more careful because I am a bit more squishy than I'm used to. That was awesome. All right, this will be our first moment of moment of truth. Let's give this a crack. We got this. Oh, no, I don't. I try not to be up this late, but my insomnia hates me. Yeah, that is not fun. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, we need to remember how to do this properly. I think we need to take her out first. From memory. Jesus, okay, we need to move on. We need to move on. Otherwise, we'll be here all night trying to do bosses that we can't do. Move on. I'm trying to wonder why. I'm actually wondering why I'm more squishy than I thought. There's got to be a reason. That's a bit better. Torber already has me a bit stressed due to money things. It does very much tend to get a bit stressful at this point of time of the year, doesn't it? Well, especially with Christmas coming and Thanksgiving and all that sort of stuff happening all at once. Okay, cool. Got some Seals of Endeavor, that's always nice. Okay, let's go this way. Here we go. I know, right? Of course I am. I'm gonna have to wait and I'm gonna have to wait and see on the books. Yeah, for sure. Oh, actually, speaking of books, I have one that's getting shipped out finally. I bought it. I ordered it online like months ago, and it's finally arrived in Australia. So they're shipping it out to me now. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I'm doing a lot of my reading on my Kindle at the moment instead, but I'm just excited for another book to read. Hell, my November looks less busy than my October. I've just got to buy a cosplay for almost $300. Woo! It's not cheap. Yeah. Which way do we want to go? Oh, we have to go through here, don't we? That's right. I remember. There we go. Look, they're all dead. Oh, we got another lead. That's even better. We're not at a stage where we can do these advanced leads, but we're definitely getting close. There we go. Up, up, up we go. Die, damn you. There we go. We want to go through. No, we want to go... We want to go that way. So how did this... This isn't the way... Okay, this is the other way. So we don't want to go this way. We want to go down... here. I'm looking at some of my Five Nights at Freddy Tales from Pizzaplex books. But I'll have to see what the money is like after I pay my bill, because I don't want to go to the mail without muns. Yeah, 100%. I've been stressing major over my trip to PAX next week, because I was worried I wasn't going to have money for it. And it looks like I'm just going to be able to sweep through without any issues. I was really worried there for a long while. Cool. Alright, up we go. I'm going to be here. I'm going to go up the top here to get the relic. That's what we want. The Blade of Binding. Interesting. There we go. We've got one relic. Now I believe we can go straight outside here. Can't we? I'm pretty sure we can go out into the courtyard from here. Now, someone started it, so let's give him a hand. We did all our dailies, which is awesome. Okay, there we go. Let's help him. Ah, screwed it. We could almost do it. Oh, I'm in it already.
Keeping score, me neither.
We got this. Altogether, the cosplay is almost $400. Damn. Okay, so that's that one done. Now this bit.
You want to keep score, me neither.
Come on, buddy. Spew him. Nah, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Oh my god. Yep. Nah, I'm not doing it. I can't be arsed right now. There's gonna be plenty of times for this, No, I don't want to fight. Go away. Thank you. I just want to get out. There is a way out, I'm pretty sure. How do I get out? Here. That's what we want. There we go. What problem? I haven't done any cosplay before. I mean, I've done costumes, sure, but cosplay is a whole other level. A whole other level. Yeah, so I've got an app here that I can look at. So now the next one is up here for the Dwemer actuator. So let's just make our way there. There's a chest up there too. We should do that.
You could craft some.
Ads saved me. Damn. Here we go. Woo! We got an historic parchment, which is part of the quest that we're doing. But we also got another coffer. Oh, it's a Sijic seal. Oh, nice. That is a good amount of goods. We got heaps of stuff from that. Now, did I got a Telvanni coffer here. Do I have another one? I've got 2 coffers so far, which is great. Yeah, I cosplay a bunch. I think with all the work I put into them and how many I have, it's like the price of a new car. Oof. Oof. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters, really, right? It's all that matters. I mean, if I think about how much I spent on video games, it's a lot of money.
You know what that
I could easily spend over $100 on fabric alone. Yeah, fabric isn't cheap, is it? It can be... It's actually quite surprising. That can really get up there really quickly. It can, yeah, it's surprising. Just, it's little things like that. I wish most of these cosplays were actually con ready. What's the, do you know what con you're going to next? So you like, do you have like a time frame of when you're going to have it ready by? Or when you need to have it ready by, I should say. Why ride on horseback? You miss out on all the loot. Oh, we want to go this way. Up here we go. Up here we go. So for the series of this event, I'm hoping to be able to participate in the event every day, but I will be away towards the end of the event because I will be in PAX, and I don't think I'm going to have access to a laptop or anything to be able to do my dailies. Unless I go to an internet cafe that has ESO installed and I log in there each day for it, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. I've warned them. I try them out. Most have issues. Dylan, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the biddies, my friend. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great night, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I don't think I can handle ESO without a sub. I'm a hoarder. Yeah, look, there's a lot of stuff in ESO. There's a lot of little gear that you get. I find it really easy. Like, I've got myself in a system where, well, I've got a furnishing. I mean, I've got a craft bag because I've got my subscription, and that saves me majority of the time. But I also have the rag picker who deconstructs items for me, so I can keep my inventory nice and clean, and it'll sort all of my resources from deconstructing stuff straight into my crafting bag. It's hard to say. I've been avoiding Twitch like the plague because of a habit of spending too much money on bits. Wait. I feel that. I feel that. It gets a bit that way sometimes, for sure, doesn't it? There's so many subs, and there's not enough money for the subs. Yeah, you don't get that bag as free to play. And that's the thing, is that it's hard to say that ESO is a free-to-play game. It's a free-to-play game if you're not a crafter. If you don't craft, absolutely, free-to-play game, no problem. But if you want to craft, then you're gonna have to pay for it, unfortunately. Which sucks a bit. But I mean, hang on, my headphones went off again. That is weird. They're not flat. My headphones aren't flat, so I don't know why they're disconnecting so often. It's the second time tonight. I have to walk around cons headless. Oh, man. Oh, what? Oh, it's actually blocked off. Okay. So do I have to follow... No, we came up here. We came up here. We went through here. Oh, we have to go around. That's right. I remember now. The bag is a quality of life that they should be free, not pay to play. I 100% agree with that. And it is something that I would love to see action. I would be okay. I'd be okay if instead of a Right, if they made the crafting bag a free-to-play item, I'd be happy if they gave me more crowns each month. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that payoff, because I'm still getting something that I might, you know, use a bit of. And that way, ESO can still make their money from crowns, and everyone gets their crafting bag. Because I think that's a big thing that I mean, certainly for me, I would not be able to play ESO. I craft and I gather resources far too often to not use it, so I need it. But it's hard, you know. A lot of people can't justify paying $15 to $20 a month for a subscription, you know. The issue is when I wear my glasses fog up, and sometimes the mask part of it pushes against my face way too hard and hurts over time. Yeah, how do you go with contacts? Are contacts an option for you, Jester? Because you definitely get a lot of more people playing the game if the crafting bag was a quality of life change rather than a ESO plus item. You get so many more people playing, I think. I never try them because the doctor won't let you try them. Really? Okay. Why won't he let you try them? There we go. We got the Dwemer accumulator. Good stuff. Yep, they've always yep, they always avoid me even attempting them. Wow. Okay. Because I can make, you know, I mean, having said that, is that contacts are certainly not for everyone. I don't know if I'd be able to do contacts. I have worn contacts, cosmetic contacts before, and it can be quite jarring. Maybe put the question next time you have a visit with your doctor, Jester. Maybe put the question to him about contacts and why you can't wear them. It might make it a bit more. It might be a bit easier to understand if you know exactly why he's saying no. Sometimes I feel really overpowered with this Arcanist build that I'm running, but I also realize that I am very squishy. And I'm thinking what I might do... Being as it's an issue, I might look at changing... I don't want that. See, I've got Magicka enchantments on all my gear, and I'm thinking maybe it's worth putting it as prismatic enchantments, so I get health as well. And it's not going to be a great deal of improvement in terms of health, but it'll be just that. I think it's that little extra bit that will just make things a lot easier for me. Yeah, I'm one of the people that can't justify the cost, and I also fill up on loot and materials so fast I'd rage quit after playing for a day. Yeah, see, that's exactly it. It's just it doesn't work. I know that there are workarounds some people use that people can get around things quite easily with, and that is, but the thing is the way to work around it is a trade-off, you know, like it's like, yeah, you can play for free and still craft, but you need to create a dummy guild. Basically a dummy guild that's empty, so you get an extra 500 slots of bank storage, and then you can use that as well as your bank as your crafting storage. But then you don't have any actual storage for things that you might want to have storage for. So it's one of those tricky things, you know. You know, I can buy storage and have a storage pet, but still not enough room. Yeah, it's still, you're still going to be trading off and choosing what to keep and what to throw, and it makes it really hard. But yeah, that's another workaround, is if you create a guild, because a guild comes with a guild bank with, or do you have to earn 10? You might have to earn 10 members, but it's only initially to unlock it, and then you can drop it. But you get 500 storage slots in a guild bank that you can use for that. But I got spoiled by Guild Wars 2. I know what you're saying, yeah. Actually, I think I've gotten all of the oh, hang on. Is that what I got to do? Quest items. No. It's not quest items. Is it miscellaneous? It's not miscellaneous. Is it junk? No, it's not. So if I assemble a bundle, a proper bundle. So how do I bundle them? Let's see here. Free to play for base game and comes with craft storage plus a bank. Yeah. See, Guild Wars is very, very good that way. That's for sure. So the money issue, I've got a movie, a game, my phone minutes, and the mall trip, so I think I need to hold off on the books. God, this is the first time in a month that I actually feel slightly normal. I'm glad to hear that, you know? It's good that you're here and you're feeling good, you know? Oh, I need one more stoic parchment before I can get that, that other quest item, which is fine. All good. So I don't know if the 3 relics are in different random places, or if it's these same 3 each time, but it is still a pretty straightforward quest to do. And you don't necessarily have to do that exact quest every time. There are other ways you can get event tickets, there's other ways you can get coffers, but this sort of introduces you to the things you need to do in-game to get the extra rewards. But man, I've been playing ESO since release. I love it. It is my favorite game. It's my favorite MMO. I've tried other MMOs, but I always find myself comparing it to ESO, and it never steps up. I should have looked up what they put in fish oil tablets, because if I did, I'd see that they put crab in it, and I'm highly allergic to crab. Ooh, yeah, that is not good. You'll have to have a look. There might be a specific brand that is
Good thinking.
free of it. We're going to have a few goodies. We're going to have a few champion points to spend later tonight, which will be good. Yeah, crab inside fish oil tablets is not a good time. Okay, so we need to go. So I'm pretty sure we have to actually go clockwise to get there because it's a cliff face, which is fine. go. After what I've been through, the hell with all the fish oil tablets. Yeah, it's very true. I don't blame you, honestly. I wouldn't want to either. Easy, easy. Oh, trolls. Got him. Better safe than sorry. The funny thing is I got an ad for fish oil tablets and they said they had krill in it, which I'm allergic to. Yeah, see that? That is a no-go, my friend. A no-go at all. Keep go. Trolls down. We might do a dungeon later tonight. We'll see how we go. We don't necessarily need to do it. But it'd be nice. We might save the dungeon for tomorrow night. We'll see. Damn straight. The messed up thing is, me and my mum read the bottle before buying and nothing it was said about crab. Really? That's not cool. That is very not cool. Can you imagine if you had like, you know, like your throat swelled up in your sleep and you couldn't breathe? Like, that is super dangerous. All good, Jester. All good. Alright, we're nearly there. I don't know what the Delve boss is, necessarily. But that's fine. Might actually be down here. There's the runic burial urn. There we go. This is where the Delve boss is, so we'll sit tight here waiting for it. It's all good. We don't have to stress too much about it. Here it is.
Attack! I didn't mean me.
Woo! That was easy. We didn't get what I wanted, though. I wanted... Where is it? Ooh, book pile, large. I'll get that. Thank you very much. It's here somewhere. Oh, I did get him. Oh, you need 5 Stoic parchments to create a bundle. Okay. So I need 1 more. Maybe... Let's go back up there. As I might get one from doing the boss again. Okay, out of ads. But yeah, I don't know 100% if that's what got me ill, but I find it funny that after I started them, I started feeling sick. And then after being off them, I'm getting slightly better every day. That definitely sounds to me like it's an issue. It's hard to say what else it could be. It could be your body rejecting it, but it's an awfully strong coincidence that, you know, you're allergic to crustaceans and crab, and a sea, like a seafood, essentially a seafood oil, is making you sick. That usually would make me wonder, come on, you. What is going on? Lag. That's what. I'm sitting here going, what? Okay, here we go. It's like I can have squid just fine, but not the other ones. Yeah, the crustaceans. There's a specific term for it. I just don't know it. I'm just adjusting some things. Bear with me. Now, I don't think I drank enough for the ultrasound. Well, you just wait and see. They'll let you know if it didn't go well. 100%. So we got a few things here. Current zone. We don't have anything to scry in this area. But we got one for High Isle. Mora's Whispers, which is a light weapon, a shoulder. Ooh. That's a nice set. Telvanni Peninsula, Tribunal, Window Stained Glass. There's a music box. Oh, there's some good ones here. Yeah, the mollusks and crustaceans. Yeah, for sure. Just turn the music on for a minute. Oh, goodness me, sorry. Big stretch. So the thing I'm going for the event is, with my event tickets, I'm getting style pages. That's the number one thing I want to get. And then I'm going to go from there. I've got a feeling I'll be able to do today's daily. Oh, it depends. I need to really finish this up pretty quick. So I can get the event tickets because it'll reset shortly. So if I get today's, tomorrow's, Sundays, that's 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe 14 tickets before I leave for Melbourne. Here we go.
Attack! I didn't mean me.
There we go. Did I get another page? I didn't. Damn it. See what other goodies. Let's have a look here. What is it? What are the other details that I need? see. So tell me. No, that's buying it. I don't need to buy it. I've already got it. Thank you. Waiting for my insomnia to wear off. Jester, I hope it wears off for you soon, my friend. It is definitely not a fun time being up at night when you don't want to be. Where is it? I thought it was here somewhere. Doesn't tell me. Not that it's a big deal. I'll do one more boss and then we'll go and turn this other quest in. Because I don't want to... Actually, while I'm here, I've got some crates to open. Enchanter survey. You got things to do later? Yeah, exactly. Who has time for bloody... who has time to be having insomnia, right? Woo! We got a style page. Nice. That makes my life easier. Okay, I'm going to open up and I'm going to get my rag peeker out. It is the worst timing. Oh, we have to get the... There we go. Alright, did we get it? I don't think we got it. Oh, that is not cool. Alright, so... we'll get the rag picker out when we're at a safe spot to do so. There's no point in doing it here. Actually, I can just portal back to there, can't I? Ooh, let's go check that out. We got a treasure map. Okay, so we want to go there. The closest one is this one or this one. Let's go this one. I like traveling on a path straight to a place. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we are. So I will need to buy a lead here in Necrom in order to get that done. I might get a page from doing resource nodes as well, so I'll do that along the way. Now I think a Herald Seeker you can actually get bonuses from as well. So what have you got on later on today, Jester? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Oh, more. 3 resource nodes. Wow. There we go. We got our last one. Happy days. Okay, we got the parchment. We got the parchment. There we go. We have got a bundle of stoic parchments to give to Mount Gilva's bedroom. But first, we're going to do a treasure chest. And then we can do it. There we go. I'm going to try to go to... Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I completely spaced there for a minute. I apologize. Man. My memory is failing. I'm getting old. Herald Seeker. We want to stay away from that bad boy. I haven't done a pass. I want to test the limits of what this build can do. DPS is something I haven't really done a lot of before. I mostly... Well, I have in the past, but I haven't been serious about DPSing, and I really wanted to change that with this character. On my other character is a tank, but a healing and DPS I want to do on this one. So I'm hoping... Hey, get that thing for me. I'm hoping I can pull some decent numbers. Here we go, dirt mound. My memory is horrible because of my illness. Yeah, I bet. It's not, yeah, memory is, it's such a crazy thing. Ooh, we got an, okay, we got an antiquity. Okay, here we go. Perfect for this zone. Mushroom classification book. It's actually a furnishing, so I really want this one because I know exactly where I can put it. Or we've got two spots, not exactly ideal, but what can you do? Oh, I can re-scry it, can't I? Damn. Failed to do better. Come on, let's do better. There we go. That's what we want. Good job, Des. So it's over there. Okay. Well, we'll check that out after we do the quest because we're coming close to the daily period changing and I don't want to miss out on my event tickets. Just jump and hop skip through these thingamajigs. So Jester, what games have you been playing lately, my friend? And anyone else in chat? I'm curious to know what you guys have been playing lately. Obviously with stream, generally what you see is what I've been doing. But I've also been playing some Pokemon Yellow because I'm working on a original game living dex that I then want to... I'm playing it on an... I'm emulating it, but I want to bring it... Make the transition from Pokemon Yellow to home. So I want it as an original game living dex, which has been an interesting ride so far. We are getting through it slowly. I'm getting all... Like, I'm leveling up all the characters as well to level 60. Just because I want them to be the best they can be. And I feel like, you know, getting them to level 60 gets all their moves available and all that sort of stuff. So, we're getting there very slowly. Okay, here we go. I have a bundle of pages.
Now then, a choice. Who do you want to benefit from your efforts? Yensa or Trillis?
Okay, I want Yensa.
Very well. Very well. I'll pass these pages along to Yensa. Let us hope that she will tread a little.
And then we'll do this one.
Yensa is concerned. Yensa believes in this man. Thank you.
Oh, what? Where's this taking us now? The quest for knowledge. Acquire Magister Naphorus phylactery? Where is it? I haven't discovered it. It's in Apocrypha somewhere. Really? Bastion Nimic. Quire's Wind. Fathom's Dip. Cypher's Midden. Where is it? It doesn't tell me where exactly that is. Well, that's dead. Wayfinder, Starfield, and Valheim are my go-to games. Awesome, Pink. I'm glad to hear it, man. I've been playing a lot of Starfield as well. I've been thoroughly enjoying some Starfield. Okay, so if we don't want to miss out. Oh, we're going to miss out. Let's go to Necrom. Will this make it any more clear as to where we're going to go if we go here? I've been playing a lot of Starfield and enjoying it. I haven't played any this week, just with the event going on at the moment. But I'm keen to get into it a bit more this weekend, I'm hoping. It's been a lot of fun.
The Oblivion realm of Hermaeus Mora. In life, I came here often.
Okay, so I have to go back into... Well, this is irritating. Where is Ordinator?
Sacred work. It pays well.
The three, if you're... I was told to expect you, and here you are. Hermaeus Mora's enemies assail. Bastion Nimic is inaccessible. I'll mark your map with the location of the Thunderbound fleet.
Search Bastion Nimic. Herald Seekers. Oh shit, here we go. This doesn't help me. Oh, so do we have to... okay. Alright, alright. We're not going to get it in time. I don't think. Oh, unless... Let's quickly go back.
Looks like you've yet to encounter a foe.
We're looking for able-bodied fighters. One of our scholars was tracking an ancient creature, the walking nightmare. In hope it is a Daedric prince's dreams made manifest, which escaped to our world. Can you defeat this creature?
No.
Regrettably, corruption runs deep among many great houses. Embroiling ourselves in... Do not underestimate.
Snatch and run. Okay, let's have a look. Snatch and run. Okay, let's go. I don't think I'm going to get it in time. Which sucks. But that's it. That's the way it goes, right? Come on. Goody, goody, goody. I'm hoping that this will... that I'll be able to get through this quick, but I don't think I have I don't think I can do it within 5 minutes. But obviously what you can see from that is the holiday, the event quest feeds into the... what you can see there is blue arrow icons instead of white arrow icons for quest markers. And what that means is that it's a daily quest rather than a single quest that you can repeat. So what it's basically doing is feeding you from the event quest. Okay, destruction staff level 50, that's nice. Itching merchandise, we got that. It's one down. Come on, come on. Oh, it could be close. There it is. What the fuck? Where are you coming from? Jesus. Alright, there we go. 2 of 3. Three of 3. Come on. Let's see. We just might get this done in time. I'll be quite surprised if we do. We got dailies to do as well after this. Quick, 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 quick. Nah, we missed it. We missed it. Damn. Bummer. Damn, son. Missed out. It's a shame. Alright, let's... Well, let's do our dailies while we're here. Dailies are always important, my friends. Sweet. Can make some food. Garlic pumpkin seeds and treacleberry tea. Did I get it done? Yes, I did. Alchemy. We're doing a dram of stamina. That's easy. Bless Thistle. And we're going to go with either Columbine or... Ooh, we can't do Dragon Thorn. We can do Mountain Flower, though. Jewelry crafting. We are still doing that. That's fine. Oh, we need to... Did I not make it? Thought I did. Chanting. I'm sure I got some glyphs to remove. Sweet. Now we just have woodworking, clothing. Now I've got things on tack already. I'm going to get rid of these. This is just taking up space. Because I'm going to make new healing items. There we go. Cool. Alright, we want... Oh, we're doing hided this time. Okay. Glad I got the resources for it, because I'm actually quite low. That's the arm cops done. Okay, so now we got blacksmithing. We got research on it already, which is great. We also have a dagger. I mean, that means usually helm and plate, shoulders. Good. Last one, woodworking, and I'm pretty sure I've got things on research there as well. Yeah. Just destroy that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to actually craft stuff. You idiot. 2 bows. 1 shield. Easy. Now, I think I have some stuff to sell as well. Sell. No, I want to sell. Medium. We're going to keep that. Oh, I screwed up my alchemy on. Of course I did. Let's go down to the bottom first. Let's get the mountain flower. And then go from there. Because I'd very much rather use dragon thorn, yeah. Cool. Sweet! Another set of dailies done and dust. Oh, wrong way. This way. Over here. Cool. Alright. Now, we need to do this one. We need to get... Oh, there's a woodworker survey there. So let's get on out of here. Decent amount of goodies from that. I'm just going to put... Ooh. Thank you. Daily endeavor completed. It did 2 quests. Okay, sweet. So we're definitely on the way, that's for sure. While we're here, we can do our mount training as well. I also recommend, guys, every day when you log in on ESO, claim your daily login reward, and then go to your mount trainer in any major cities and train your mount riding. It will make your life a lot easier in the long run, trust me. You do it every day when you first log in, and then you forget about it. You don't have to worry about it, and slowly but surely you will work up your training to max stats. Doesn't take long at all if you do a little bit every day. Does take a full day to learn, so you know, if you do it once a day, every day, it'll slowly but surely get there. Come on. So we want Herald Seekers. Herald Seekers, Herald Seekers. Now, where is it that we want to go? We want to go further down. But we do want to look for Herald Seekers. So keep your eyes peeled for the long, floating things of destruction. Ooh, Rakuta. Rakuta. Okay, not. Easy one. Shulk is dead. There's one. Herald Seeker. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but let's find out. No, I can't do it. So do I need a group to do those? How are you meant to take them out solo? Holy shit. They're like a world boss. Oh, someone's taken one out. Whoa! Some builds are set up for solo play. This one, unfortunately, is not. I need to work on... Okay, that's one down. I got 1 out of 4.
Useful. Hold on to that.
And we got our woodworking survey. We'll get heaps from this. 20. 18. 18. Nice. And there's a Sigic portal. Sweet. So now let's see if someone else is killing another one. Oh look, there's another pristine. Sweet. So there's another one here. So the second one? Yeah. Let's follow this dude around. He knows what he's doing. He's just collecting all the resources like I do. See, there's one over here, guy. What's he doing? I don't see any more. I think we're getting close towards the end of the area. Again? Give us a second. There we go. Surely there's another person doing Abyssal Herald Seekers. I don't know if I could do that on my own. I can try it again with my resto staff, but I don't think it's going to have the same effect. See, one hit. There's no way. It's a bit late for a potion. There is no way I'm going to do that. I think I need See? No way. No freaking way.
Get up.
See if I can find someone doing it.
Good to get started up.
I definitely think I need to do the
Wisdom of the
new.
forefathers. You are in the correct place. I'm
Sup, Amy?
good to know. Oh, yes.
Just a random dude, just talking about the great city nearby. Anyone doing it? I don't see anyone around. Oh. Oh, we got to do that that antiquity too, don't we? Shit. Let's go there. Let's do the antiquity. I wonder if there's notes. Let me see if I can find some details on a... Let's have a look. Hang on. Here we go. A solo Magica Arcanus build. Let's have a look and see how ours differs. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Pink. They're usually a good source of information for builds. Which can be really good. Fate woven armor. Okay. Yeah, I might need to do some optimization on my build. He is a great guy. He really is. We'll have to look into that a bit more for a solo build. There's some stuff in there that I don't quite think. I don't know. I'm no expert. He's been around here so longer than me. That's 100% true. I'm pretty sure he usually has frequent communication with the devs as well for their feedback as well, which is always awesome. Okay, let's go around this other side. Now, we are here. There it is. Awesome, that's easy. Oh, that's helpful. Cool. See, if I could afford the sub to ESO, I would, as my best friend plays it. Yeah, it's one of those things, eh? Like, I thoroughly love the game. She's pretty awesome. That's good to know, man. Like, it's good to know that you got, you know, people that play the game. Like, if you do get the chance, if things change in the future, you got people that you can play with. It's always awesome. No bonus. Mushroom classification book. Nice. An absolutely fantastic find and surprisingly well preserved. Some of the mushrooms detailed in this tome haven't been seen in centuries. I must fight the urge to flip through its pages on account of how delicate they are. We're going to go to my... Oh, this is something I can do. I can show you the work in progress of our I can show you the work in progress on our guild hall that we're making. I'm excited. I haven't shared this with anyone. I used to collab with Christoph Lorenzo when we moved into New World. But since the issues with the trolls and stuff, I've been locked out of New World. And I can't justify paying for it again on my new Steam account. Or, yeah, I get that. New World was an interesting one. I gave it a crack, but it just wasn't for me. So this is... I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself. This is the captain's quarters, so this is my main room. And I love books, so I've got so many books. And I've got the music piece there, which is going well. And then up the back here is my main area of work. I've got a Tales of Tribute deck here. Oh, that sounds like fun, man. I need to get into PvP a lot more than what I have. I've done very little. It looks like a lot of fun. But I get it's very much a different... Sorry. Let me put that there. Oh. Okay, that definitely needs to move. Let's put you there for now. Paper can go there. You can go there. Open. Housing editor. Like a bookmark. That's cool. I like that. Sad thing is, ESO PvP is miss and a hit miss for us Aussies, as a lag can be a lot of the times a straight 400 ping. It really is, man. Like, it is really hard for us to be able to be consistent on PvP servers. It's really, really, really tough. Now, did I get the teapot here? I think I did. Now, dining. No, that's chair. No. No. Courtyard. No, no. Gallery? Hearth. Yep. I want that. Here. No, I want it on the table. There we go. So, guys, let me give you the bit of the tour. This is the main area I've been doing work. This is the crew's, the cabin or crew quarters, right? This is where, if you're a guildie, this is where you'd want to go. This is the place to be. So, let's do it clockwise. I'm still working on it. But up along here, you're going to have... This goes to a different area of the ship, right? This here is the blacksmithing station. So, I've got all this here. This is a blacksmithing area. What I'm going to have here is I'm going to have a attuned... with update 40 that's coming out, they're bringing out master crafting stations. So, instead of having multiple crafting stations in your house for all the different set items if you want to craft, they're going to have a master crafting station where you can have the one station that does all of them, basically, right? So I'm going to have one of those in here for blacksmithing, and this is where people in the guild can come to this spot and they can craft in this nice little cozy spot. So that's that. The clothing one is going to be here, and the woodworking is going to be here, and then the jewelry crafting is going to be here. But yeah, that's not going to happen right now. Here is the main hall. There is a provisioning station here where you can cook food, which is always helpful. And then on the other side, we have an enchanting area. So this is where you can do your enchantments, which is really nice and, you know, library-ish, which I thought was really cool. And then over here, we've got our alchemy station. Again, nice library feel to it. It's got a few tables and chairs for people to hang out with and RP and stuff. And then here we will have, I don't know what we're going to have here in the next one, but that's another story. I've got some house guests roaming about as well. If we go up here, up on top, we've got, I've still got work to do here, but we've got a crew quarters sleeping section here for the house guests, 1 and 2. And then I have the banker's room. I have Terrace. This is his room here as well. I didn't realize that that pops out. So I'm going to have to fix that because fuck. So I'm working towards building this as a guild hall that everyone can use. But I didn't realize that... Shit, I didn't realize... Let's see if that's fixed it. Okay, that's better. I can live with that. A little bit poking out, but it's fine. But that's as far as I've gotten. But the idea here is to have all your crafting stations here in one spot. So people can come here when they need to. And then, obviously, all the house guests are going to have rooms here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of them are already pre-furnished with some base stuff. For some house guests, which is going to be great. So that's that area here. And then if we go down here into the lower deck, what I want in here, this place is freaking huge. All right. This is going to be where you can come and you can have your pass. You can do your pass in here. So you can see what your DPS is when you're passing and when you're getting prepared for trials and stuff. I want you to come out here to do that sort of stuff down here. So I thought that this is a nice little way to sort of clue everything up and bring it together. But yeah, that is my ship. That is my guild hall, essentially. And I hope people are going to like it. Because I've spent a fair bit of time on it. But yeah, it's looking really good. I'm really happy with the results so far. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, alright, so we need to get more of these Herald Seekers done. I don't know who else is doing any. But I certainly can't do them solo. Let's see if anyone's doing Seekers. Okay, I've got a group. Where are they all? Okay, so they're there. Okay, alright, I'll travel to them. Sweet, that's one done. Cool. Find me a Seeker, my friends. Find me a Seeker. See, I can heal, okay. Someone else is healing. I'll jump off. I bet they're more efficient than I am at the moment. There we go. I think I've got all the Seekers I need. Activate the gate. Okay, that's what I need to do. I'm not too sure what this does. Damn straight I could. There's a chest here. How good am I? Let's see. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Sweet. Can I jump up? No. Through here. So where is everyone? Not on the map. So there must be an Apocrypha.
For the... You found the gate. Now the real battle begins. A fearsome herald has taken control of Bastion Empire, subverting its defenses. The Golden Eye needs you to destroy its power. The Golden Eye called it a logo-limit ward. A power of the Bastion the herald uses to defend itself. But the champions of Vermina, Harryite, and Hermaeus Mora each hold part of them. Each one occupies an outlying district of the Bastion. Kill them.
So where is... They're in Bastion Nimic. Okay. Alright. This is interesting. I like the idea of this. So this is your basically your dolmen activity. I'm coming, peeps. What have I done? What is so... Oh, shit. Okay, alright. I've got an idea of what I'm doing now. I don't feel so lost. I'm just going to make sure I don't go off the edge again. Okay. This place looks sick, though. I like it. I like it a lot. Here we are. Cool. I've done that. That healer's got some skills. Holy shit. A lot going on. Are we going somewhere else, are we? Bookober. Enigma, hey? Oh, wow. Oh, that was a bit silly. Dude, I couldn't even get out of that. Holy crap. Alright, let's do this. Are you kidding me? Let's get this one down. Woo! We did it! We got the phylactery! Nice! That is insane! And that's not even the main boss. Can't believe it. They've really stepped up the challenge in this one. I'm going to have to really try my warden, my tank warden, and see how he goes up against these bosses. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, my book is arriving when I'm down in Melbourne. Of course it is. So how many... Oh, we got some collection things to sort of get rid of. Oh, okay, so we got some DLC stuff. Cool. So we've got 3, 4, 4. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was close. Damn. We got this. Sweet. Woo! That was fun. It's like a mini dungeon. Well, I wouldn't say mini dungeon. It's an actual dungeon in place of a world event. That's cool. Freaking cool.
Building up a stack.
You are going to regret this.
I mean, for majority of the solo content that we do, my build is okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could be 100% better in survivability, especially when it comes to doing world events and stuff like that. So if I want to be a bit more survival, the first thing I'm going to absolutely need to do is probably relook at sets. False God's Devotion, where do you get that? False God's Devotion, that is a trial. Sunspire, I'm pretty sure from memory. So, False God's Devotion gives you, when it's got 5 items, reduces the cost of your magic abilities by 8%. When an enemy you recently damaged dies, you restore 2,454 magicka and gain major expedition for 8 seconds. So that's a good one to have. But I don't have that, so if I have a look at this one, okay, so there's a Svogan's Warband is a good one, or Mother's Sorrow. And Ice Heart. And Julianos. So what are we running now? Infernal Mask, Julianos, and Mother's Sorrow. So, okay, so our build doesn't need to change too much. We're doing well there. It's the skills that we would need to work on in order to make ourselves a bit more... It's about it's not so much about having more magicka, it's having the abilities to help I guess tool or like situational things. Like there's a couple of, let's have scroll back to where these skills were. So we've got Tentacular Dread, we've got Rune Mend, we've got Rune Blades, we've got, instead of Recuperative Treatise, we have Inspired Scholarship, we've got Inner Light, we've got Wall of Elements, so Mystic Orb is a good one. Mystic Orb is something that we'd need, which is, I think it starts off Is it a... It was an undaunted one. Necrotic orb? Is that right? Yep, so we need to get the necrotic orb. So we need to get undaunted up. We've got elemental susceptibility, which is the weakness to elements, which is a destruction staff skill. We've got harness magica, and then we got cruxweave armor, which I believe is fate woven armor. So we would need to put some skill points into fate woven in order to get that skill. And I think doing that will mean that we were a bit more of a solo build, which will be good. And I can see how it works, which is really awesome. It looks like it'll work really well. So I'm going to...
Good to get stocked up.
have to work on getting some skills. I mean, a lot of the skills that I've got there involve getting guild skill lines up, which is going to take a little bit of time to do. Not going to lie. Hang on, actually. Upgrades. Skill lines. Antiquity skill line. Fighters Guild skill line is not what we want. Mages Guild skill line. Not what we want. Undaunted skill line. Our achievements haven't been met, so I need to absolutely put on the Undaunted skill line as my priority. And same with the Soldier skill line. Those are the two I need to work on. I could work on doing half a build so far. Okay, so we're here.
Thank the ancestors you're back. And with the phylactery I see, we need your help with the ritual. Place the phylactery in the circle.
Place it down.
Careful, sister. The powers we're tampering with are not without cost. I'll gladly pay the price if it means freeing Father.
My gods freed me.
Oh no. Trelise, your eyes. Is that you?
What happened to her?
I can't see anything. I can feel the curse's absence, though. Like a great weight has been lifted. Seems the ritual worked precisely as intended.
What happened?
Seems undoing the curse's hold on my father came with a price. My sight. But I am happy to hear my father's voice once again. Thank you for your help. This reward feels a paltry sum in comparison to the aid you offered, traveler.
I can't even thank you enough. All. I am sorry for my foolishness.
Damn straight. Oh, we got a helmet. We got goodies. Woo! Necrom counter corner. Companion jerkin. Okay, where is my companion? I need to add some things to him.
What do you need?
Equipment. That. Oh, it's light. We don't need that. That we need, though. Okay. Alright, so. Let's get that back to there. Let's get our banker out, because we've got a couple of things I want on the other character, not this one. I can't do that. Dream Carver, and where is it? Man, so much stuff. Expedition braces and helmet. That's what we want out. I also want rag picker out. I need to, so that way that doesn't get ruined. Doesn't get deconstructed by accident, because that would freaking suck.
Can I help?
Furnishing, furnishing, treasure. That it? That looks like it. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. Sweet. Let's
take
I should probably go back to get the banker out again. Furnishing. No furnishings. There we go. Now, do I have another one I can do? I got a few, actually. But I digress. I gotta go back to the Ordinator. Okay. That way we can hand in that daily. Oh. It's weird. We've been doing so much about the event. We haven't actually done any of Apocrypha, but I guess that is for tomorrow night. Another coffer. Jesus Christ. So much stuff. So happy. And I've got more of those freaking... I don't need to assemble the bundle right now. Okay, good. So I'm sure tomorrow that'll be something that I can do. Or tomorrow night, because I've already done tomorrow's, essentially. Because of the way the timer does. Here we are. Ordinator.
Excellent. It said that I'm glad to see you. If you're willing to work, I'm ready to hire.
There we go. Cool. So that's cool. I've cleaned up my quests a little bit. We've got some Apocrypha to do. Let me just get out my Apocrypha map. Meet Laramil at Cypher's Midden, and then we've got so we got there to go to. So let's get out to Apocrypha. Let's go to this gate. So we can just make our way up here. See, I would love... There's two world bosses here. I would love to get them done. Let's see if I can get someone to do a world boss.
We seek brave, skillful. Have you heard of Valkanar's deck? He's a powerful drawer operating in Apocrypha. Alas, he recently kept... Yes, a powerful Dremora like deck operating a pop. I have...
There we go. So that's where that world boss is. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, so I'll just abandon it. Let's go to Apocrypha. Let's just do some more in there. Let's follow the storyline. We've got more to do there. We've got heaps to do there. We've got the whole of Apocrypha to explore, essentially. More. See, there's going to be so many resource nodes around here. Actually, you know what I haven't done? Oh, I don't have any... I'll take some of those.
What are we up to?
Everything's repaired. I don't need to do that one. It's just about full anyway. Just so we're well and truly prepared. Don't want to be stuck up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Good eye.
Not as many resource nodes as I thought there would be. Come on. There you go, there's one. Woo. Do I have any skill points? I don't. I really should. I'm going to spend a lot of time on ESO tomorrow. Working on this solo build, and I also want to work on my healing build, which is going to be good. If I can get everything in, all my ducks in a row, that'd be really awesome. Let's see if there's going to be anyone willing to do Lytham Cathedral. There might already be people here doing it. Yep, sure is. Got to get in there now. Wow. I walked into the wrong spot.
Get up. I'm taking your stuff.
Okay, I got it because I participated. But I don't think I get any goods. That's fine. I'm happy to just get the achievement, in all honesty. I'm going to go across here to that delve. I'll probably get a lot of those world bosses and stuff completed tomorrow as well. Just so I can get them out of the way and tick them off. Because it's the perfect time to go in and get all the group stuff done now, because there's not going to be a shortage of people willing to help do them, which is always good. I just want to get this point of interest as well. Whoa, look at this thing. Oh, he's chasing me again. What's this dude want?
All right. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, traveler. The study down the road is crawling with horrors. Should it spill out, I only just made it out of there with my life. May his Mora have mercy.
What is the study?
Study. I am an archivist there. The books have always been a bit animate in the study, but they've started pouring their contents out into the world. I tried to warn the Nord woman I just passed, but she just laughed. I didn't
What
catch her
Nord
name,
woman?
though she did look oddly familiar. She was heading right for the study, calm as could be. I tried to warn her, as I'm warning you now, but she just laughed. Acted like I was some sort of blubbering child. The nerve!
Thank you for the warning. Da-na-na-na-na. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Is this the Nord woman?
Or I'm going to slap the pages out of you. Evening, friend. Oh, morning. Hard to tell in these Daedric realms. You've just stumbled upon the oddest family reunion this side of Fogray. I'm Eastgild, and this annoying tome is my brother, Horm. As you can see, we're in a bit of a conundrum.
The floating book is your brother?
Somehow, my know-it-all twin found a way to become even more pretentious. At least, pretty sure it's him. No, it's definitely him. I think he wants me to enter the study and find a way to fix him. Care to join? It'll be fun.
What do you need me to do?
Came along, Gorm spat this note at me. The family's favorites. V. Short and vague, but can't imagine it was easy writing this given his current situation. My best guess, we go into the library and check out some books. How to rescue. Mother.
I'll be into the study with you involved.
Friends.
Oh, wait, there's a... We'll need a map. I'll get it back. Back we go. Let's do this.
Looks like a map? That's that. We'll meet you inside.
Alright, let's do this. And these delves, they're some of my favorite.
Map guides you to my adventure novels. Fantasy science. Favorite histories.
Oh, another coffer. If I can get my sticker book done, if I can get all the group events done, I will be a very, very happy boy.
Here. Shouldn't be too dangerous, right? Right across the case. Now, ever so gently, take the Rhine shard and... Got it. Hurry back before you and the book burn to a crisp.
Is that better? Another one here.
Sure were full of themselves. Weren't they, Boar?
Oh wow, it's up there. Okay.
Just a little light reading. Wait, what happened to the pages? Have a look around, friends. Page? Keep looking.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Let's get this book back together. Hey, it's good, isn't it? You know, flying around like bone.
I missed that. Okay. So we need to get up there another way. By going around. Alright, so should be able to just sneak around here. Get ourselves around this. Sweet. He's on Tiger. So this way is how we'll get to the Sky Shard. Wait, he's on. Here we are. Sweet. Two out of three. We're close. Oh, this is the boss. Okay. Your chapter ends. No. There we go. Another delve done and dusted. Alright, Zeal good?
You made it out of there. Gorm's been so excited since we collected all 3 books. He's practically shedding pages. Hand me those books, and we'll see if Gorm actually got a plan, or if he conned us into doing his bookkeeping. Not a clue, but Gorm seems excited enough. I think I'll just lay him down and let him work his magic, you know? And here, even if he stays a pamphlet, you still deserve a reward. Take it.
Okay.
All right, brother.
I want to see this.
Going to lay these out. The rest is up to you. What a mess you got yourself into.
Books don't need to breathe, but it sure feels good to breathe again.
Hey, what happened to the books? I was going to read Black Scale again.
Black scale? That garbage is printed en masse. Planar formulae was one of a kind.
Oh no, what a loss that is. It's good to have you back, brother.
And it's good to see you too, sister. Thank you. And thanks to our new friend as well.
Alright, cool. Now that we've done that, we can make our way to Cypher's Midden. So let's do that. But I'm pretty happy with the stuff we've done tonight. We did a lot of the event stuff, which is good. Hopefully, if you guys have any questions about any of the event-related stuff, please let me know. I should be able to answer most, if not all, questions. And if you guys want to add me on ESO as well, if you guys are playing, please feel free to let me know if you want to add me, and I can send you through my details. And especially if you want a guild invite, I'm happy to have people in as well. Raw Creshweed. Another lock. Another herbalist satchel.
Always worth stocking up.
Now I do have a couple of coffers here. There we go. No more resources. What? I was actually expecting there to be more resources in Apocrypha, but it looks like they're all very much based in the Telvanni Peninsula, which is a shame. Who's this?
You have an intelligent look about you. A moment of your time?
Oh, this is the other
Have a sharp look to you, traveler. My name is Xander. I'm an arcanist, and I'm hoping we can help each other out. I've decades of esoteric knowledge, a coin, and a convivial attitude. What do you say?
That depends. What do you need help with?
Your help tracking down a former associate of mine. I was attempting to create a relic of great power, and now find my fate grave, for lack of a better term. I call this relic the Fate Weaver Key.
How can your former associate help?
A brilliant collaborator, and may be able to identify where I went wrong. To find her, you'll need to find a tome, summon a Daedra, and brave the terrors of Apocrypha. What do you say? Join me in an exploration into the unknown?
Alright, Xander, I'll help you find your associate and fix your key.
Forward to our collaboration. As I said, we'll need a book on Daedra summoning to get us on the right track. Let's convene in the center of Cypher's Midden. Is there anything I can clarify for you before we... The stacks
No.
aren't far at all.
Alright, cool.
I'll see you there.
Alright, guys. We're going to finish up there for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Thank you so much to... there's heaps of people. Chickies Tendies for tuning in. B Diddy for tuning in. Jester, thank you so much for tuning in earlier. I appreciate it. And Pink as well. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great night or day or morning, depending on where you are, of course. DeShizo as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate you. And also, thank you to Dylan for the 100 biddies as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But that is it for tonight, guys. We will be live again tomorrow night, and we'll be doing some more ESO content. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. But I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, take care for now. Bye.